Yo, it's your boy Kenji, man, and I'm back with another video, bro. Here we go. I want to make this real fast and make it real quick because I got a lot of things to touch on. So look, if you see this video uploaded, you will notice I have changed the name of the channel and changed the emblem, and it's now King Kenji, my final form. People gonna ask me, why you named yourself King Kenji? Because bitch, I'm a king. Alright? That's all it means. So, and also, another meaning behind the change name is that I want to make this channel not just solely based on Kingdom. I know that was the goal of the channel, but a lot of people in the Kingdom community do not support. They do not support. I don't know what it is. I guarantee you, most of the people that come on Kingdom, who come on YouTube and look up Kingdom content, do not fuck with me. They got their reasons. I guess it's because they can sense the realness coming off me. But once I came back to the channel and uploaded chapter 749, I came to a realization that you guys follow me because y'all like me. And we have something in common. We like Kingdom. But that's not what I should only offer y'all is Kingdom content. But I also want to give my thoughts on other things. Now, this will not be like the Kenji 2 Real channel where I'm just going to make a bunch of movie reviews and a whole bunch of anime. Nah, this is going to be certain stuff like anime, certain blockbuster movies like Marvel and DC, and just, you know what I'm talking about, right? Stuff that belongs to the bros. The bros, you know what I mean. The stuff that belongs to the bros. I'm not doing scary movies. I'm not doing sad movies. I'm doing bro movies. All right, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm also going to be talking about other manga as well. I will not do chapter by chapter, but every now and then I will come back and talk about like mangas like Boruto and how they make Naruto. They give Naruto a bad name. That's what I'm saying. Have you seen the last chapter? You're like, oh my god. I don't even know why Kawaki is trying to kill you, Boruto. I don't get it. I guess they have to make something up because there's nothing to this show. Nothing to it, bro. But I will start talking about Boruto again. I will talk about Vinland Saga. I'm going to talk about the new manga I've started to read. I started reading Tokyo Revengers. I used to hate on that manga. And I didn't even know what it was about. And not until I read it, I was like, oh my god. I think I read 100 chapters in a day. I damn near got through the whole goddamn manga. But that's what I want to do. I want to start talking about that stuff and doing video editing. You won't always see my face, but that's exactly what I want to do. So thanks for the people who stayed and listened to that part and not just left because they have a short attention span. I remember somebody told me that my motherfucker reviews and reactions, because they were 30 minutes long, right? He said, man, your video's too long. How about you go say that to an anime. Come on, people. I dare you to say, man, this Naruto episode was too long. I didn't wait a whole week for it. You ain't gonna do that to Naruto. When it ends, you're gonna be like, man, I can't believe it ended. But when it's just me, right? You come to my channel and say, man, you talking too long. I'm thinking like, then you must not like my channel. Then what the fuck are you doing on my channel? I'm King Kenji, bitch, you banished. Don't get banished by doing that. Don't ever tell me my video's too long. But look here, people. Let's get into the main point of this video. And this is for all my people who still here. And understand this, subscribers. Watch the whole video. If you subscribe to my channel and I see your comments a lot, watch the whole video. I know you want to go watch another video real quick, but you need to learn. Look at me. You need to learn how to be patient, dog. Watch the video. Stop letting yourself be manipulated by your short attention span. This is why TikTok and these shorts on YouTube blowing up. Because you guys want 15 seconds to 30 seconds and you're gone. It's time to grow up, people. And I know that most of my subscribers are between their 20s and their 30s. So you need to fucking grow up. Now let's get into it, nigga. 5 minutes in. Let's get into it. This video is about the kingdom prediction for the next arc in the kingdom manga. Let's see what horror probably could do. Because let me tell you this. A lot of people in the kingdom community, whether they like to say it or not, they know who the fuck I am, and they know I spoil the show. In the sense of, this is based off historical facts. But horror knows this. And this is why he changes up certain stuff where you cannot predict it all the time. Now, like, with our boy Kocho, when Kenji killed him, we knew exactly who that dude was. We knew that was Jose, and that him and 100,000 people were going to get executed. We knew that, and that was a good prediction. Why? Because it's real history, bitch. And it's not. We don't care that, you think the world revolves. There's certain kingdom people that think the world revolves around them, and that you shouldn't tell them real history because it's going to spoil this manga for them. Horror is not going by the historical facts on everything. Now, in the last chapter, we see that Kenji might get murked. He's surrounded by thousands of Zhao soldiers, and he probably only got a couple hundred. I know, and I know I said Yatonwa probably could get out of that. Let me tell you, y'all, I lied. Yatonwa had our back against the wall, and that's something different. You are completely surrounded, and you only have hundreds of men, so I was wrong about that. Yatonwa wouldn't be able to get out of that either. And I don't think Kenji gonna get out of that without losing a bunch of people. I still kind of think in my hearts that Kenji might get away from this, because in real history, this is what we about to do. We about to break down. Me talking about what happens in real history allows us to give a good idea of what's going to happen. For people who do not read books and don't care about nothing about Chinese, Japanese, Asian history, I don't care about history because I don't respect it. I only care about black people and all this other stuff. Because black people love talking about their history, that 300 years of slavery history. Let's go back thousands of years. Stop focusing on your country, and let's focus on everybody's country and try to figure it out. All right? I know people are like, why are you bringing up black? Because that's all I know, nigga. All I talk to is black people that bring up slavery every day. I be like, God damn, nigga, you was just gonna skip the 19th century, huh? That's what you're gonna do? Okay. But we can talk about that on the Kenji Reacts channel. That's where we're gonna talk about politics and that type of stuff. So if you don't like politics, just stay over here. But if you like politics, come over there. Kenji Reacts. I'm gonna get into it, and if you got a soft heart, just know you ain't ready for what I got to say. It's the truth and nothing but the truth, nigga. Looking at both of y'all watching me. Whoever watching me. But let's get into the prediction. Now, the aftermath of this battle pretty much is going to be Kenji going to get left behind, and Hashin Unit and Moten are going to escape. And we know they're going to escape because Moten and Shin are going to be the ones to invade Chu. How do we know that? Because we actually care about historical records. We actually care about history of China. Yeah. And we actually watch documentaries on it. Because we love YouTube. Documentaries all over it. But my point is, this is all, let me tell you, this is all Ozen's motherfucking fault. And I'm about to explain. And if I was King's side, boy, if you wasn't from the old family, I would have Ozen executed, and I have his son executed too. Because what you just did right here, you just wasted so many resources and so many men just to get the same fucking outcome, Ozen. So let's break it down how this is Ozen's motherfucking fault. Ozen, you and Roboku both got this same mentality, right? So when you went to the walls that were all blocking off your entryway to the capital, you automatically knew Roboku did this. And not only is it going to be walls of that around in front of in front of the capital, but it's going to be all the way around. So about time you even if you went around this shit, right? There's still gonna be walls slowing you down. And while you're attacking, Roboku, who has his army up the north, because a lot of people want to know, why didn't Ozen, who went up north, went around the blockade of walls, why he didn't just go around and attack the capital from behind? Because there would have been a bunch of walls, a bunch of blockades, forts, and all type of shit, right? Blocking him, slowing him down. And not only that, Roboku has the north. Roboku has the north, and he would eventually come behind him and sandwich him. And I told y'all this a long time ago, right? So Ozen can't do that plan, right? So this is why Ozen came up with the conclusion that he would have to attack farther north and take over the northern armies that would have been the ones that hit him from the back. So he's going to take that out. And if he was able, let me tell you this, if the plan went exactly like he was supposed to have it happen, right? The Western Army would have came fully and untouched. Ozen army, right, would have been untouched. He would have been able to go, and they would have end up killing Roboku. Think about what would have happened after that. Quinn just took over the north. No, hold up. Just understand. Not only did Quinn take over the West Zhao, which is pretty much his own country, by the way, it took over Southern Zhao. And then it took over, and this was Ozen's plan. He wanted to take over Northern Zhao and sandwich the capital. You wouldn't even need to, let me tell you this, you wouldn't even need to attack the capital. All you had to do is surround it and just let them starve. I just sit there and let them starve. We got you completely surrounded. We don't have to. But Roboku knew this. And if you're thinking this way, right? Because a lot of people don't think this way. They don't think about food, being able to get food into the capital, right? Being able to get your men, the movement of your men placed in certain areas at certain paces, right? We got to think of all that. Guess what? None of that happened. None of that happened. We just watched it. Roboku's still alive. Ozen's still sitting over there. Because he knew he fucked up. He knew he fucked up. And the only thing he could do was rely on Kenji. Let me tell you, if Kenji didn't go, he would have just said, this mission's a failure. But just understand, Kenji was this close. This close. This is why I kind of wouldn't kill Ozen and execute him if I found out this information that Kenji was this close to killing Roboku. I'm talking about right in his motherfucking face. Boom! Cut him up. That close. So I'm going to give it to you, Ozen. You almost got the kill. But it did not happen. So what's the prediction? Now, in historical history, 14 minutes in, all right? Anybody who left, your attention span is too short, and I know how old you is. You're around 20-something, because that's the only ones, 20-something to 30-something. If you can't sit here and watch a 30-minute video of a Kingdom manga that you like, I don't know what you want to do. So stay right here. We got it coming. So the prediction is Ozen in them, right? Just think about what could be his next move. Ozen, first of all, Ozen and Shohiki are pretty much the main people controlling this military affairs. And you also have to understand this. Rishi, do not forget Rishi, y'all. Rishi is in the southern Zhao lands. He's a legalist. All right? His legalism, look this person up in real history. His legalism was the reason why Quinn was able to conquer all these countries because of legalism. I know laws sound so ordinary and just duh, we should have laws. Back in the day, they didn't know that. They used to just take pussy and take countries. No laws, all right? Back in the day, they had to come up with the idea of legalism to stop that shit. So just know that. Rishi, now you got that right near the capital. You got Rishi in them, right near the capital. Now, the thing is, in the historical history, Kenji was supposed to do this by himself. Ozen didn't tell him to do this. Kenji was on the front lines and he made a move towards Roboku, right? He made that move on his own accord. So this is where horror's history and historical history is different. That's a big difference. And so anybody, like I said, anybody who wants to come in here, because I know they ain't gonna come in here, but they say it. They say it in other channels. I watch them. I spy on their ass. Now, it's too different now. The fact that that is the case, that means you can't even blame it on Kenji. You got to blame it on Ozen, like I always said. Now, also in real history, Kenji does not die in this battle. This battle that we just watched would be considered the Battle of Fei. F-E-I. I talked about that battle so many times in so many different videos. It's crazy, right? Now, there's supposed to be another battle after that where Kenji is still alive. He left with a bit of his men. This is why I still think maybe Kenji might get away with his only few men. And Horror knows that. Horror knows that we trying to compare this historical factual history. So he probably thinking like, some people's probably thinking like I'm thinking, that Kenji may still get out of this. But I doubt it. So let's go with the idea that Kenji is going to die by Roboku, right? Now, if that happens, this is Ozen's fault. Because not only did he allow one of the great generals to go out by himself and not support him, he didn't send no reinforcements, he didn't send none of that, and he just waited there. He's going to have to tell somebody exactly what happened. That's a big failure. And that's probably going to be the reason why Ozen retires. But let's go back to historical facts. The way that Roboku gets taken out is by a top prime minister of Zhao, right? Who ends up working with Ozen, right? Or just working with Quinn in general, right? And he ends up taking Roboku off as the main person of the military, and he puts in another person. And he also takes Shibasho off too. And we have yet to see Shibasho. So that kind of makes me think we might not see Shibasho in battle in this next arc. We might not see it until for a long time, right? Because what I think is going to happen after this is that we're not going to get another battle in Zhao. We're actually just going to get a stalemate as we see two large forces are trying to basically get an inch on each other. But nothing's going to happen until Roboku gets removed, because Roboku and Ozen think too similarly alike to even get one move on them. But this is where I'm going to change up my whole predictions of back in the past. I don't even think Ozen and them need to bring spies, right? Because if you think about what's going on in the court with Hakuki, he's the main guy that's keeping the courts together. And he's using that by using that Prince dude. Prince Kai's little brother. I don't know that little nigga name. I just know he might be worse than King Tojo. And we seen what King Tojo do. We seen what he did. We ain't gotta explain it. So just think of this. All of those men in that room, no. They got a foul ass king in there. Foul king. That probably would kill them if they make any wrong moves. And you got all these other guys who basically are desperate. Remember, they almost all got killed by the other faction. The other faction's top leaders, even though they killed a lot of them, the top leaders are the ones that survived and they left. When they left, y'all start losing. Y'all start losing the war, and you had to bring all those top guys back. Now, Prince Kai didn't come back because they're hiding Prince Kai. And I know they know that they did not kill Prince Kai. Because if you kill a prince, somebody of that value, you would want to bring his head back. Just like Oki did with what's his name? But they couldn't even see his face. It was all messed up with Shabunkin. Yeah, Shabunkin. But if you want somebody that high value, you want their body back. Not only you kill them, we need proof. So there's no proof. They know Prince Kai is out there. And they know that once Roboku and Shibasho and them link up in the north and they get this victory over Kenji. Come on, y'all. Think about this. Over Kenji. The civilians hated this guy. He killed multiple people in their family. And do you know what's going to happen? I know some of y'all are smart. Y'all already know what I'm about to say. Do you know what's going to happen when they find out Roboku and his homies got rid of the big bad boogeyman? And the king and them was sitting in the capital getting protected by Roboku and them? Oh, yeah. Yeah. Hakuki and... Think about this. Hakuki and them didn't even allow... Rimpa was about to come back, right? Big Daddy Rimpa was about to come back. He was like, man, I'll come back. I'll go fuck up Ozen. Come on. Ozen can't fuck with me. And they was like, nah, we can't let him come back. Why? Because he'll end up fucking us up after that. He'll fuck us up. You don't think Roboku's going to do that too? When everybody in the north almost fucking literally died to protect this man from Kenji? Come on, guys. You don't even have to send a spy. Once Shohiken and... that's what really pissing me off right now. Is that how come this conversation has not been talked about? Why hasn't Shohiken and Ozen, Shobunkin, Rishi, all the top members of the court of Quinn, why hasn't this conversation come up? So y'all don't know there's two princes that's fighting for the throne? Come on, Ozen had to let y'all know what's going on in the courtroom. Somebody gotta know. Somebody gotta let them know, hey, yo, you know there's two factions in the Zhao courts that are fighting against each other. And we can use that. Why keep throwing men and giving them to Ozen and he's not even fulfilling what he's supposed to be doing, right? Like, nah, man, let's manipulate them. They're already, and I'm thinking like, you ain't even gotta do that. All you gotta do is just wait. I just sit there and wait and not even attack and let them kill each other. But the fucked up thing is, guess what? If Prince Kai and Roboku actually end up winning the war between Hakuki and his little brother, right? Then that's enough for them to survive and keep fighting the Quinn. So the Quinn are going to have to, what? I would say bribe Hakuki. Bribe Hakuki into a way where, look, we ain't gonna kill your king. We ain't gonna kill your family. All we want you to do is get rid of Roboku. You don't even gotta kill him. Just get him from that commander position, right? And put some general there, right? And then that's it. That's all we want. We don't want nothing else. That's it. We're making that deal. Shh. And that's all you would have to do. And Hakuki, he could just gamble. He could just be like, well, if we take Riboku off and the other guy gets in and he ends up actually winning, well, it's good on me. Now we don't have to worry about Riboku. But if that guy ends up losing, it don't matter anyway, because I'm already working with these niggas with the Queen anyway. So I'm gonna be the ruler of this area. Might not be the king, but I'm sure King Sai. I would think like in my mind like King Sai has to be a great king to get this many, to do what he's done, invading all these countries, being able to, uh, get jumped by all y'all other guys, right? And then kicking y'all out the country. Come on, y'all, that's a great king. Why, who wouldn't want to join King Sai? I know some people up in there are gonna be like, but Prince Kai is cool. It's too motherfucking late. Yeah, greatness shows up right on time. Right on time. So it's too late. So that's pretty much my prediction of what's gonna happen, y'all. Um I think like I said, they have to put the blame on Oza for this one, bruh. They really gonna have to do this. But I think Ozen has a plan. It might revolve around what I was saying, and it might not. But this next arc, they should get everything that I just mentioned. They should do that real quick. They should do it real quick. Don't take all day to do that. Just get it over with so we can move on to certain other stuff, because what's about to happen after this, some very key things are going to happen. First, you're going to have the invasion of Yan. And you know it's going to lead that? It's going to be Ozen. It's going to be Shin. And I also think, well, that's just going to be the first part of the invasion. And the kingdom of Dai is going to form because the capital is going to get taken. Prince Kai and them going to move up north, and all Riboku's remaining vassals are going to form a nation up in the north until we come up there later on, right? Ohan is going to be given the opportunity of a lifetime, right? To go finish off Go Home and the Go family, right? He's gonna go over there, finish off Go Home, and I hope they do exactly what he did in historical facts, so we can stop making it seem like, oh, Quinn don't really kill people. That's just Kanki. Nah, bruh. You know what Ohan's about to do? He about to flood the city. He about to revert the river and flood cause you know how them cities be. They be walled up. It's like, no, you just asking for us to flood that city up. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you got a river running through it. You just asking for it, home skillet biscuit. You're asking for it. So he's gonna flood the city, kill all the civilians, and when he does that, I'm gonna be like, ha ha! All you motherfuckers that was talking shit about Kanki. Uh-huh. But Riboku can poison everybody, huh? He could join people and have them poison other people, huh? King of poison, a fucking rat. But 29 minutes in, it's probably gonna be 30, including the intro. But we're gonna wrap this video up. Next movie review I will be doing, I'm gonna do the Ant-Man Quantumania. We gotta talk about it. That's the first movie of Phase 5 of the Marvel MCU cinematic universe, right? And we have to talk about it. There's a lot of stuff in that movie, man. And I don't want to say too much about my opinion about it, but you probably know what I'm going to say if you've been fucking with me for a long time. So that's it for the prediction. That's as far as I can go with it. Yan and Wei are next. And they happen around the same. Oh, and Han. Han's, I know a lot of people, we have been talking about Han because horror gave Han to go home and them to conquer, but we're gonna see what that's about because Han is supposed to be like one of the Han is supposed to be like the first country to fall. Like that country should have been fell. I'm thinking like, why is it still up there? But we're gonna see, man. We're gonna see, man. It's your boy Kenji. Subscribe, comment, like, share, do all the thug dizzle. I'm out.